All right, everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning. This is AJ. This is AJ. What's happening? This is AJ's Voice Radio and Street Notes and Commentary. What's going on, everybody? Oh, man, what about those Democrats last night? Boy, they really showed out and showed up and showed out and votes, and they made it happen. And it wasn't even a major season for elections. But it was some important elections. I mean, look what happened in New York, New Jersey, and Virginia. Oh boy, some little hope. I just feel a little hope. Even though I'm independent, it's always good when something works out on the behalf of America and its people. And that was a good thing that happened on last night. I'll be right back, everybody. This episode of Voice Radio and Street Notes and Commentary is brought to you by LCSA, Life and Community Solutions Association.org, or Change and Fill the Void.services. They seek to change and fill the void in the lives of the most vulnerable people in our communities. If you would like to help them, again, please reach out to them at Life and Community Solutions Association.org or Change and Fill the Void.services. Making the difference in the lives of those that are in need. Help us do that, because they need all the help they can get. There's too many people suffering out here in this country. All right, I'll be back. Today, we're going to have a topic that is important. And I want to talk to my people. Can I talk to my people, individuals that look like me, black? Why don't we support one another like we should? There is a problem going on in the city, and we need to be supportive not only of other people, but also of ourselves. We're going to talk about it today on AJ's Voice Radio and Street Notes and Commentary. Please join me in the discussion. Thank you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining our Voice Radio and Street Notes and Commentary, where we are celebrating that old school talk show radio, giving you that old school radio type of vibe with a little podcast on the side. That's what we do over here. And I also want to say to those individuals that if you don't know how to meditate, always remember you can pray. Those things are important, especially like today. I want to talk about the importance of us supporting one another, primarily black folks, black people, people of color, African American, minorities, all the names that we've been given by the majority. But they don't have any power because it really depends on what we answer to. But it's time that we answer one another, answer the call, to search deep down within ourselves and start asking, why won't we support one another? Why is it that it is good in some areas and not good in others when it comes to supporting our gifts and our talents? Supporting individuals that are seeking to do better for themselves. What is it about jealousy and envy that causes friends to no longer be friends? It's about looking at somebody else and saying they don't deserve what they have, though they fought hard to get it. Why is it that some of us are so judgmental when we're seeing others doing more than what we might be doing? And I think that if we don't address these issues, we will keep losing. One thing about other groups or minorities is that they stick together no matter what. They support one another no matter what. We could take it all the way from politics to religion to the streets. And we find that other people seem to stick more together than us. And I'm not talking about no black on black crime, because a lot of times people want to take it there. They want to say that, you guys got issues because you don't even love each other, because you all are running around here, unaliving one another, causing harm to one another, not taking care of your children and all that stuff, which none of that stuff is true. None of that stuff is true. There are good things and bad things in all communities. Like brothers and sisters have issues, they fight, then they make up. They get angry. But we are living in a different time than people just fighting and getting angry. People are holding grudges. They're literally keeping ill feelings about people in their hearts and minds for years. And I'm not saying that there's not possibilities or sometimes situations where people do things to people and make people act and behave a certain way. But should it be based on just words? Does words really matter like that? I mean, listen, is it really causing you harm? Now, if words are causing you harm, such as gossip, rumors, and propaganda and misinformation that cause harm to you and your family, to you have strangers knocking at your door trying to do something to you, that's another story. But if it's just words that has no value, has no foundation, and does not travel where it causes you any more harm, then why escalate the situation? And a lot of times people escalate the situation and it gets worse. But that's one side of the scenario when I talk about why aren't we supporting one another? Why aren't we building each other's gifts and talents up, especially when we know who the persons are? It's amazing to me. I've been guilty of not really supporting individuals like I should when I see people that I'm familiar with and people that I've known, and I'm trying to do better by that. I've seen a few people that I know on Facebook, people that I know on Instagram. I try to hit that hard. I try to like it. And sometimes I would share it if I agree with the content or if I like the content. But sometimes I do it because I like the person, because I know the person, and I feel that that person deserves my support. Now, there are individuals that may not deserve your support, especially if they're not your friend. I get it. Especially if you consider them as your enemy. Especially if they're spreading gossip and rumor about you. What does it look like for you to support somebody that you know don't like you? And I'm not talking about that. But sometimes you got to do things for race's sake. Sometimes you got to do things because you are my brother, you're my sister, because we're real quick to call each other's brothers and sisters, but our action doesn't line up with what we say to one another. That's supposed to mean something when you call somebody, you put my in front of it and you say my N word. That means that that's somebody supposed to be close to you, somebody that you like, somebody that you love, somebody that you were back for, somebody that you would give to, somebody that you would support in whatever they're doing and whatever they got going on. But that's not the case. Let's be real. How many individuals have been literally taken out by their friends, let alone their family members within our communities? How many have been jumped by their friends, let alone their family members? How many have been not loyal to their friends or their family members? And I'm not talking about loyal in the ways of supporting them when they're wrong, but it's about supporting them when they're right. And the social media arena is somewhat challenging. It's flooded With everybody's trying to be a celebrity and a star. But some folks are just using their gifts and their talents, and they just use social media for a hobby. But there are people that are seeking to build their life off of social media. They do it because they love it, but they also do it because they're trying to escape the situation that they're in. They're trying to get away. And that's a difference from people who are begging for money. You see, your gift makes room for you. If you're good at what you do and people like what you do, you don't have to beg. It would just come. But then sometimes jealousy sneaks in. Sometimes people withhold from helping somebody or giving to somebody because they are jealous, because they are envy, because they wish it was them. I think that this topic, this conversation is necessary, this discussion, and what I offer here is food for thought. Because look at me, look at what I'm doing. I'm doing this myself. I do it more as a hobby than a career, but I'm doing it. And I'm also doing it because I'm trying to find ways to help my brothers and sisters who are struggling out here in these streets. And so I partner with a nonprofit organization and we work together, and this is my way of promoting them and they promoting me. So I'm creating a friendship with individuals who are part of something that is meaningful because they seek out to help the most vulnerable. But what I do is an exception to the rule, because most people is about profit. They want to be a part of capitalism, not socialism. And although people try to make socialism a bad thing, it isn't no more bad than capitalism. In fact, they are equal. Either one could be bad or good. It depends on the individuals who are in power, the ones that actually implement capitalism or socialism. That is what determines if it works out for the people or if it doesn't. Has nothing to do with the system itself. It has to do with the individuals who are in power and in control of the systems that will determine if there's any benefits for the people. If anything is coming back to the taxpayer, the worker, those individuals that are offering up their gifts and their talents to a corporate system that feeds off of it, grow from it, and create billionaires by it. All of that is determined. It is a determining factor. Just like the elections on last night. There is room for celebration, but not for everybody, because not everybody's going to celebrate, because not everybody believe in the rights of taxpayers. Not everybody believe in the rights of check and balances. Not everybody believe in the Constitution as we know it. So there are going to be some pros and some cons in everything that we do. But I am concerned about my people. I am concerned about individuals that look like me. There is a consistency when it comes to people that look like me, that look at their own people, as they call them brother, and turn on their own people by choosing a other side that seek to take from their people. They choose another side. Why? Well, my answer to that is that a lot of times people are dealing with internal issues that throughout their lives that they have not dealt with as it relates to family, as it relates to relationships, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, as it relates to relationships with relatives, cousins, brothers, aunts, sisters, daddies, mamas, all of that. In my community, sometimes that have such a major impact on individuals' thought patterns until they start disliking their own people, such as one we have at the higher court. They stop caring about people that look like them because how they felt when they was coming up. I don't have what I should have, and it's because of the color of my skin, and therefore I cannot identify with the color of my skin because it doesn't help me, it hurts me.